this is, if not the best collection of parents I've ever worked with, one of the best ever, and that's many, many years. So what do we say to our parents? Right? The first award goes, I've given this, I think it's a fairly new one that I created. It's our Sharpshooter Award, and it goes to Amy Hickey. Stay right there for 1 second, so now you have to take some embarrassment, right? So, all the time, early in the year, you guys remember, as parents, you know, how many threes and how many clutch threes did she throw in a couple of those key games? Last second, boom, hit the shot for the overtime. Amy, you had an amazing year, right? You had a really amazing year. We're so proud to have you on. Small in stature and huge in heart. You had some games, this young person actually led us in rebounding on a couple of games. How could you lead us in rebounding? She had a couple of games where she led us in scoring. And all the time, you were one of our strongest players at taking it to the hole. Congratulations to Shaq Tobin Small and Mighty Award. It's an award, I don't know if you guys would know it, your parents might. It's called the Unsung Hero. So usually on one team, there's a player who may not be the loudest or the most vocal or most score the points, but they do all the little things. They're one of the best team players on our team, always the quiet one, and this goes to Kate Cottage. She's one of the ones that are always cheering on the bench, and she's such a great listener. One of the things that she picked up better than the rest of them is when I'm giving instructions about getting back on defense, guess who's the best at that? All the time. I didn't have to preach to Kate. She just did it. And that's what good, great teammates do. She wins the Unsung Hero Award. Where's Katie? There she is. Stand up. This is, again, every year I've got to ask one or two kids to always play against the strongest kid on the other team. And guess who gets that assignment every game? Katie Duggan. You did an amazing job with your defense. You did well on offense too, but it was your defense. I have to count on certain kids. And the other thing about Katie is it's the can-do attitude. Katie doesn't speak a whole lot. She's not a really loud person, but she's very much a positive influence on the kids, and it's all about the can-do attitude. Congratulations, Katie. Best Defender Award! I call it the Biz Biombo, but it's also the Top Rim Protector Award. Who does the most rebounding? Who does the most block shots? Who's the person that affects change down below the most? Georgia Stevens! Congratulations, young lady. Right? And this is all about someone who can play all 5 positions on the court. Young Gracie! So, what you guys got to understand is that we asked Grace this year to play down in the post. But if you remember some of the games, the girls ripping rebounds down, taking the ball, and then leading the rush like a point guard. So she in one play has been the 5 and the 4 and the 3 all the way down, and she's a 1. And so the fact is you can play all positions. You were one of the amazing players. Congratulations, young Grace. Ms. Clutch Award going to Courtney Oldfield. If you look through the stats, Courtney would have probably led us in scoring the most. But you know, it wasn't just about that. It was about some of your leadership. There's a very, very positive person, always smiling, right? And in a lot of the key games at the second half of the season, you know that Courtney had the ball. She was doing her little dipsy-do. She was scoring a lot of baskets for us. You had a great season. Congratulations, Courtney. It was amazing. All right. Ms. Clutch, right there. It's who plays the best offense and defense. And that is a pretty simple choice in this team. That's Ms. Lauren Duggan. Duggan girls were asked every always did, because they work very hard on defense, and they take pride in it, and that's what's really important. All of you did great things on defense, but I asked both you girls to do that more often than the others. And the other thing about Lauren was, she also led the team in scoring on good games too, because she can score the ball too. So I'm very proud of how you played this year. You did a great job. Congratulations, Lauren Duggan! Maxie! Maxie was one of our strongest players on the inside. She did a lot of scoring and rebounding, but she was clearly the most vocal child I think I've ever coached. She's unbelievable. She's very, very positive with all the girls, right? She's a cheerleader, right? You do all those great things. But I particularly enjoy all of the life discussions that we have and what's going on in her life during practice and even in games. It doesn't matter. But that was wonderful. It was a great experience coaching Maxie Grant. This goes to our most improved. You girls all made amazing improvement over the 1 year. You really, really did. But there was one girl that stood out in terms of how much she improved from the beginning to the end, and that is Ms. Izzy. Now, we'll shake hands and hold this for a second. The other thing you got to know about is that she puts in a hard day's work. If there was a floor mopper award, Izzy would have had the most floor mopping done throughout the year, and that's really important. That psychs you up, right? When you have one of your girls jumping on the floor, diving for the ball, that's a great motivator. So Izzy, you keep up all the great work. You had an amazing year. Congratulations.
Really loud! S-T-double-E-L-E